We are live.
Poggers.
I actually live.
As close to it as we're gonna get.
Okay.
Maybe you should do these live. Maybe that could be fun.
I thought about it. I did think about it, but this is what I'm gonna stick with for now. I think.
Okay.
But yeah.
Perhaps a 200k subscriber milestone. Be making you Twitch.
200k. That's
What, too easy? Too
if,
easy,
dude.
or?
Oh, hey, too fucking easy. Dude. 1 mil. All right. Okay. Okay. So, welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the third episode of Coopsy Conversations. Today we are talking to
Mag. Mag to be more specific. I don't know. I can give my name, occupation, and place of birth and everything if you like.
Sure. Shoot.
My name's Matthew. I come from a small town called Sharjah, off in the Middle East. British through and through, but born and raised as an Arab. Yeah. Currently doing uni at England and having a right old hoot and a half with it.
Yeah.
At a York St. York's. Why did you ask at then? What do you mean?
No.
You said at, so you at where, right?
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I was
so
about to say.
Dumb.
I was going to say don't dox it. And then I was gonna follow up with Joel pretty much doxed it anyway, so.
Oh, I see.
Because I mean, I'm sure you know that too. Because I know you watch the
I know. I'm an avid listener of Coopsy Conversations. Actually, it's one of my favorite shows. In fact, I'm always I'm almost already waiting for the Blu-ray box set to drop.
That is... Sorry.
When's that coming, huh?
That's coming soon. It's after the first season's aired.
Of course, you gotta wait for the first season.
We'll consider.
What is it? 12 episodes, 15 episodes a season.
That is
25.
That is confidential.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I know you've got it all planned out and everything, but if you don't want to share, that's fine. I understand.
Okay. So. How about we start with a nice easy one?
Oh yeah.
How did you start playing VRChat? What's the story?
Well, it's an excellent question. Thank you for the snackies, by the way. I really appreciate you going out your way to get me some food. I am a bit hungry.
No problem at all.
How did I get into VRChat? Well, that's a good story. That's a story and a half. The first time I opened this game was probably like 3 years ago. I think this is actually, I'm gonna be honest, I think it was around the Uganda Knuckles time. And I got recommended these videos on my YouTube, so I'm like, I better check it out. So I downloaded it and I hopped into like one public world, right? I was just like complete new frog, just random people. I stood there for like 2 minutes. I think I tried a couple times to like join the conversations, but it just wasn't working. And I'm like, you know what? Nah, this game, this ain't for me. So I completely left it for like 2 years. And then was it like last year, Christmas or something, or early this year? When XQC hopped onto the game and started doing all of his Kuma content, right? He joined the Rufflegator squad, and yeah, they set up like a bunch of like dance shows and stuff, and like, dang, this game, oh my god, this is something else. I'm liking the content here. Oh my god. I watched a lot of that shit, and that got me into all the people like part of the group. So I started watching a bunch of their streams as well. Then I'm like, dude, I want a piece of the action. I didn't download the game and play it like just for the Kuma content. I was like, that shit's cool and everything, but what I really loved seeing was just like how there was this massive like community, and like everyone, like every day they'd hop on, they'd hang out, they'd spend time with each other. Either they just chill in this like bar world and kind of like half RP, half just like chat and chill, or sometimes hop worlds and do random shit. So every now and again join a public and then like have a bunch of people follow them around. It just seemed fun, so I'm like, oh, I want to give it a go. So yeah, we started playing. I think I don't remember exactly who messaged who about it, or
I remember trying to convince you for a while, and you only really jumped on board, I think, when XQC started playing.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, I think
okay.
I mentioned it, and you were like, you mentioned that you
That
played
shit,
it before, and you were
that
like,
shit whack, dude.
Yeah.
That shit whack. Actually, yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I think I was taking the piss out of you. Like,
yeah, you were.
VRChat. How that's changed? How things have changed.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. When we first started playing, holy shit, it felt so good. Like it was so fun though. I remember I'd wake up, message you, I'm up. You want to hop on? And you'd be like, yeah. And then we just hop on for the whole day. Through the night anyway, and like just play a fuck ton of it and just hop worlds. Back when the game still had its magic, had its charm.
Yeah, I feel like that's anything though, like when you first get into something, it's always gonna be, this fresh new thing.
True. I still have fun on it. I like the reason I hop on every day, I think, is changed. And I don't remember. This may sound weird, but I've lost the reason why I first played it, I think. But that's not a bad thing, because now I've got other reasons why I play it, kind of thing. Like the first thing is like you're hopping worlds constantly. You're just like you're looking for these random interactions with random people. But now it's kind of like you kind of settle down with the group, have a lot of fun with them, and then like every now and again you'll like find yourself like, oh, no one's online. What am I gonna do? Oh, let's just hop to a couple publics and just hang around. Which I did yesterday. Met a cool bunch of people and ended up just playing chess with one of them for like 2.5 hours, 2 hours.
In VR.
Rolled his ass, by the way. Yeah, yeah. We joined that. It's like that beach world. It's a nighttime version, and there's like that little Yeah, and a little chessboard. We played that. And like people were coming and going around us. Like some people started playing checkers, or like there was like 2 people talking about like VR drama, like ego drama, like on the other side of the room, which I could overhear. So that was a juicy bit of content that I could partake in while my brain was focused on this highly intellectual game of chess. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, we played a lot of desktop when we first started playing, didn't we? A lot of desktop.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that actually. How many hours? Like, you don't have to give me an exact number because I'm not really sure on mine. But how many hours do you think you played in desktop before actually switching over and getting a headset? Because I'm pretty sure it's a lot more than me.
I'd say a good 200. I've got like 380 now, I think. I'd say a good like 200 or so. Because that was when we were hopping on and like spending like 6-7 hours a day playing. So I racked up a lot of hours then.
I drank a lot.
And then yeah. Yeah. Although actually, I think I drink more now that I have the headset. Actually,
Wait, really?
It's dangerous as well, dude. Drinking with the VR headset is dangerous. I think it's because of So like in real life, when you drink a lot and you lose like your perception of like distance and stuff, right? And everything gets fuzzy. I think with the headset on, because the screen is right in front of you, even though like there is like depth perception in the game, because the screen's right in front of you, you can still see pretty clearly. So you don't get a sense of how drunk you are until you take off the headset and you're like, oh shit. So like drinking in this game is scary, especially like if you have like all your alcohol on your table and you like especially if you have all your stuff on the table and you don't even need to like get up to make a drink. But I go AFK. Like, it was brought to my attention actually the other day that I go AFK too much. Because I'm always like either taking a piss, going to make another drink. I need a mini. Sorry, am I allowed to swear on the show?
Of course.
Is this PG? I need a fucking mini fridge, dude. Like under the desk, dude. Even just to keep just one mixer and ice. That's all I need a mini fridge for. and then you just have the spirits like racked up next to it, and then don't even need to leave. Actually, you know what? No, you know what would be best is not even that. I need to move out, find one of those apartments where it's like everything is literally in the same room, right? So it's just one big open space. You got like the kitchen on one side. I mean, maybe like a small room for the toilet, but just so like I can like keep the headset on and still go to the kitchen, still go to the bed, whatever. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like a big one.
Maybe that's what I should aim for.
I get that. I get that for
Yeah,
sure.
would it be weird like basing your lifestyle and like the place that you choose to live on VRChat? Would that be weird? I think so.
I mean, it depends how much you play it. I mean, I think like an open top kitchen. You know, where you have like a breakfast bar, and like you can look out into like the rest of the apartment, and there's no walls and shit. I really like that setup. I really like that setup.
Those are nice.
Yeah, and most people don't want those. But, it's normally whatever people can afford. Like,
wait, really?
Yeah, like
they like the whole like separate room.
Like most people in terms of like buying shit, they want separate rooms. So like
I could get that if you're living with other people,
apartment,
but
is this? I agree.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Live alone,
It's kind of. In fact, speaking of I saw that somebody like recreated their whole room, like the whole apartment in VR. So they didn't even have to turn on like the pass through camera. They just walk around in the world and everything. I mean, maybe there's like a few centimeters out in places, but like most shit is where it should be. Like you walk across the room, you sit in an armchair, you actually sit in an armchair.
Oh, jeez.
There's one that's really there, Like I'd love to do
something
like
that. Smart. That is smart. You started making worlds, didn't you?
Yeah.
How did that turn out? Or was that just to farm the orange?
I made. So I made the mirror world, which I'm kind of proud of. That they literally farm like known user, but there is another world that I'm working on that I actually like paid money for assets. It's just not finished.
Oh really? Holy shit!
It's not finished, which is why I haven't mentioned anything about it because I feel like
fuck.
It's okay. It's okay. I feel like if you say that if you bring something like this up, it's almost like people will be like, dude. Where's the world, man? Mm-hmm. Like, so if I get halfway through and I'm like, I'm gonna work on something else. Then
it gives you a reason to finish it, though, right? It gives you motivation, I guess.
That's true.
If people are expecting it. People are waiting for it to happen.
But if I force it and rush it, it might quite not be the juice that I want. But yeah, I can tell you, there is a world.
You've linked it to me now, so yeah. I will be bringing this up every now and again. Dude. Now the whole world will know.
True. But
yeah, if you ask like do I have regrets on starting the game? Like, cause you asked like why I started. Do I wish I hadn't or something? No. I like the game. I like the game, and I feel like when I get sick of the game, this may be pretty wacky. This may be pretty outlandish and out there a solution. But when I stop liking the game, what I do is I don't play it for a few days. It's crazy, man. When I have a bad night and I'm just like, this ain't great. I'm not vibing with anyone. I'm not feeling it. I just feel like I'm getting in everyone's way. I just put it down. I go play like Final Fantasy or whatever, some shitty MMO to like grind my life away into. And then eventually a few days later, I'm like, I feel like having a drink with the boys. I feel like coming on, just chatting. Then I come on and it's great. It's great. I feel like some people not for this game in particular, but a lot of times you force yourself to play the same game just because for the sake of you've already spent so much time in it, and it's always good to take a step back if you're not enjoying it. Yeah, like that. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, I'm normally pretty bad, and I'm sure you could attest to this on like sticking to a game, right? Like I'll get hardcore into a game and I'll burn myself out in a week and then I'll never touch it again, kind of thing. And I've always thought that was a bad thing, but you know what? Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a double-edged sword. Maybe because I can easily step away from a game, I don't get invested, I don't get like attached and then like force myself to play it. Dang, that's a pretty good take if you ask me. I'm not gonna lie. That's a smart thing.
If it works for you, then that's what's important at the end of the day.
I mean, do you still enjoy it? You still like playing the game? You happy you started?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same as you, really. I hop on for, like maybe a few days, and then I'll take a few days off. Like it definitely doesn't have the same like excitement and like appeal from like the first few days, where it's like, oh dude, the first time I went to this sounds so
anime
dumb.
titties. Oh my god,
I
the
mean,
juice.
oh my god, dude! The first time I saw Void Club in a YouTube video, and the first time I went there, like, oh shit, this is the place, man!
This is the one. This
And
is where all the cool kids go.
Speaking of which, they are actually remaking that. Did you see that? So if you go now,
I've seen it.
and you look for
No,
worlds,
I've
it says like Void Club 2020.
Void Club 2020.
Which I think
I've seen it. I've seen it, dude.
I just want to check the date, because I'm pretty sure it's literally like in 2 days, because they changed the little poster on it.
I thought it was already out, and they just did minus. Oh shit, they're actually remodeling it.
Yeah, so in 4 days, there's gonna be a new version of the Void Club. Well, this is gonna go out on. When is this gonna go out? This is gonna go out like the day before, guys. Tomorrow, the new Void. No way, PogChamp.
Check us out. We'll be there.
Hey.
I've heard people complain about the current version and how they love the old version. So it's probably gonna be.
There's an even older
I don't know.
version?
Like yeah. There's like an OG Void, like the OG purple names. There are musings or the mirror discussions. You know how it is.
Yes.
And I sometimes lend an ear to other people's ramblings, and I've heard people complain that they like the old one, but I feel like it's probably only because of nostalgia, right? Like just because that's what they started with.
So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But
do they not have legacy
we probably won't like this new one. Well, you'd think they would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that person was crazy, or I don't remember it correctly. But I'm sure that was a thing.
You may perchance remember to the rest of the show, dude.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. But even just like random. That's what I think that happens less. Is I think it's great after you play like VRChat for a while, and you find like kind of like a clique, like a group. But like some people, like especially in like, I think there's a few in our group, and then I assume this happens in every group, kind of get like stuck in the group, like, so maybe I think that's, like you say, you play the game for a different reason, right? Like you come on to hang out with like the group, and like it stops you from having like those random encounters, which true, like in Publix, random encounters can be like really fucking bad, but they can also be, that's kind of what makes the game fun as well. So like I think going forward, I'm gonna try and join Publix more often.
I'll tell you what, actually, like what happened yesterday when I said I met this new group, I was very much like, all of my friends left the world. I might just dip and play Final Fantasy. And then I got talking to one guy. He's kind of cool, we're making jokes, we're laughing back and forth. It's good energy, so I'm like, okay, I'll stick around for a little longer. And then they were hopping worlds, and I was really, really tempted to just be like, I'll just dip now, guys. I'll just go play Final Fantasy, But then, because like I guess I was like worried, like as soon as I got there, it would then just be not fun, or I don't know, maybe we wouldn't click, and then it would just not be a good experience. But I was like, you know what? No, I'll make the effort. I'll go. I'll see how it turns out. And then we ended up playing chess and having a good time and having a laugh. And then even more new people came in, so having conversations with them and joking around. So it was very hard for me to decide to like make the effort to like actually join them. Whereas I feel like if this was like the first few months of playing, I would have definitely just been like, I would have jumped at the opportunity probably.
So and
maybe the difference. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not really. I'm trying to think why why it was different from now when I actually have to like make an effort. compared to back then when I jump at the opportunity to hang out with new people. Maybe it's just like you hang out with new people at the start just so you can find a friend group, or I'm not really sure.
Yeah, maybe there's because there's almost like I don't know, no need to now.
Yeah.
But like maybe that I don't want to say like maybe that makes you lazy, but like sometimes it'll be really weird. Like sometimes I'll log on. Like this is in real life as well, so maybe it's like just a personal thing for me. Like sometimes I'll be like, holy shit, dude, I want to talk to everyone, dude. I want to hang out. I want to get everyone involved. And at other times, I'll just like
inclusive Andy.
I'll try and fuck with it and like try and like join a public, and I'll either be really nervous and really shy, or I'll just be pissed off. And I don't know if that's me being like
pissed off while throwing hands at every avatar you see.
No, just like some guy or like even like a small thing. Somebody tries to talk to me and says something like slightly stupid. I just leave.
Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. I don't get it. So like, I don't know. I don't want to say the word bipolar because I'm not diagnosed or like and mental health is like a serious thing. But like my moods go up and down, like they flip flop like so easily like that sometimes. But I think that's just because I'm an introvert, to be honest. Like I have a certain
tell you what could help with that actually.
XP bar, like HP, and then I burst it, and then once it's gone, like I need time to recharge. I need time
no, MP, bro, MP. Come on.
Mana points. Sorry.
You spend your MP, yeah, and you gotta wait for that shit to recharge. I'll tell you what will help with that actually.
Sure,
I was on Twitter the other day, yesterday I think, and this really cool streamer. In fact, he shares the same name as you. He tweeted out that exercise is OP and it needs a nerf. Maybe you should try exercising more, man. That'll clear hair. I tell you what, speaking of exercise, dude, I figured out on Beat Saber, right, how to import like playlists and whole like groups of songs. So I got a bunch of new songs in the last couple of days, and I've been grinding it out, and it's been fucking awesome. Like my arms have actually been like tired by the end of it, dude. I'm fucking like pew 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 pew. I'm fucking. It's crazy, and I feel good after like play. Actually, Beat Saber before VRChat. I used to always do that actually when hopping on, and I think I'm gonna start doing that again because it like you get the blood pumping, you get yourself sweating, yeah, you warm yourself up, and like as you said, exercise is OP, and it's not like exercise, but you're still like moving your body, and it's pretty good actually. I think like there's like this online website which rates like all the different VR games in terms of like exercise and how healthy they are to play.
Really?
Like Beat Saber got like an 8 out of 10 or something, and it's really good like arm training, arm strength training or something. But yeah, maybe we should play Beat Saber. Maybe that'll get your mood up.
I don't know.
In fact, a good tactic I found is you start drinking when you start playing Beat Saber. When you realize you're too drunk to be playing at your peak performance, that's when you move on to VRChat.
Once again, guys, that's drink responsibly. If you are not,
oh yeah, this is yeah.
Do not drink. We are not endorsing it. We're just saying that we're from England.
It just happens, I can't control it, man. I woke up that morning and I'm like, you know what? I've got whiskey, I've got vodka. Let's go buy a bunch of mixes and let's have a good night. That's the night is that the night? No, it's not the night when I fell asleep. Oh no, 2 nights ago was when I fell asleep in VR for the first time.
Yeah.
And I had the lovely opportunity of seeing your lovely face when I woke up. Which was not expected at all to have you in the world sitting over me. Fucking like I go to bed and I wake up. I'm like, so like Nama flashes me with a flashbang. I'm like, fuck this, I'm gone. Join the rest and sleep world. I get cozy. I've got the fucking Pokemon chill mix, rainstorm ambience on, and I literally pass the fuck out in like 5 minutes. The whole time I'm thinking, oh, I really want to go and get Mackey's breakfast. I really want to go McDonald's, get a breakfast, and then I fall asleep. So obviously that didn't happen. Then I wake up 10 in the morning, and I just see like black. I'm like, hang on, what's going on here? Did I crash or something? And then the blackness moves, and it's your hair on your avatar. And then I was like, oh, there's someone here. Somebody fucking watching me sleep. Then what do you say? They're like, wakey or something. Oh my god. How long were you sat there?
I said something like, welcome back. There's this thing. So
yeah, welcome back.
I wake up and I shower and stuff. I sit back down on my PC. I'm like, what? he's still logged in. So I jump on desktop and I was like, oh, I see him in rest and sleep. Okay. So I join it and I think, I considered like shouting to wake you up and I thought, damn, that's kind of mean.
I appreciate you didn't.
So I just pulled up
Yeah,
like right in front of you. And like so my face would be in like full frame, just tabbed out, and then you said something in my ear and I tabbed back in. I was like, welcome back. I think the first thing you said or something was like, dude, is Mackie still doing breakfast? What the fuck? Dude, I don't know. I remember being like, dude, it's like 10:30. Maybe. So it must be something that's on your mind for a while, dude.
No, I've been wanting to go for the last like 4 days, 5 days.
Yeah,
I've just not been bothered.
Yeah.
Today though, today it'll happen, inshallah. We'll see.
But no, I was there for like 10 minutes. So.
10 minutes. Okay. You weren't watching me the whole night. That's good.
No, I should have.
Actually, no, that isn't the first time I've fallen asleep. The first time I've fallen asleep was when me and Bovis, the star guest from last week's episode, were watching the Overwatch League in Oceans Away.
Yeah.
And we were watching it for ages. Like we watched the semifinals and then the grand finals. And like I fell asleep during the grand finals. And then I wake up like hours later. It's finished. Obviously, there's nothing on the screen. And I hear someone like talking, and I think it's gonna be Bobbis, right? Oh, maybe he hung around, or like he just woke me up after it finished. I turn around, it's not fucking Bobbis. It's some like random grey name I'd met like 3 months ago or something. He's just there in the world chilling with me. I'm like, oh shit, dude, it's been ages since I saw you online.
What's up?
And he's like. Yeah, he actually was, and he kept like trying to have like a proper conversation with me. He's like, "Oh, dude, I remember meeting you, dude. Yeah, you were fucking sick, man. Thanks for like, showing me around the game or whatever, or like, you're a big inspiration of me playing or something." And I'm just saying like, I really want to stay here and talk, but holy fuck, do I need to go to bed? Although I think I was on desktop at the time. Actually, I was on desktop, so I fell asleep in my chair. I had like the blanket over me and everything. So I just like, oh my god. Anyway, it was cool to see him though, but I was like, I'm sorry, buddy, but I have to go. I got some sleep to do. So I missed the grand finals of the Overwatch League, which I'm not so sad about, to be honest.
Sleep in VR is an interesting topic though. I've slept maybe three times, 3 or 4 actually. I fell asleep in a sauna last time. That was great.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Isn't that dangerous? Falling asleep in a sauna?
Yeah, don't fall asleep in a real sauna. It's a sauna. I know. I really like so there was like I had chill music on or like the chill world music, and like every now and then I think the world's called Me Room if you guys want to check it out. And there's like a hiss of when you like pour the water on the coals, like I don't know why I love that sound. I was just there like, oh man, I just fall asleep.
It's the hydraulic press coming ever closer.
And I've never been in one in real life. Yo, anybody that owns a sauna, next time I'm about, hit me up.
We had a good opportunity as well.
That's
we did have a good opportunity.
Well, we didn't know. But yo, next time.
I like it. Falling asleep. Yeah, I thought I wouldn't, but when you've got the right tunes, like I was kind of like. I wasn't like T-posed, but because the headset's so big on like if you like move it to the side and stuff, I had to like lie straight down, which I don't normally do. I think I normally turn, but it was comfortable enough.
Side sleep.
If you get the pillow right as well, it kind of like negates the knob in the back of the headset as well. So it was pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised how comfy it was.
Was you just kind of like this?
Yeah, and like arms just like literally just like a corpse in a coffin.
Were you still holding the controllers?
With a blanket over. I think I put them to my side. They're still strapped on, but
yeah, because I always just flop them down.
Actually, no. You know what? I think I fucking like crossed my arms against my chest like this. Had the controllers on the side.
Dude, this is
probably like a vampire
tombstone position. Dude.
Yeah. Dude.
Boom.
I mean, it was comfortable though. I don't know, man. It worked. It obviously worked. I had a good 4-hour nap, 5-hour nap or something. Nappy nap. It was good. I might do it again next time I get so drunk I can't be bothered to get up. But I probably wouldn't do it if I hadn't been drinking.
How about tonight, dude? You want to join a private after this?
Oh my. What and try and sleep together, you and me? Like yeah, that sounds good. Okay.
Let's do it. All right. Okay.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, sure.
this is highly unprofessional of me. But can I go potty break? Can I go toilet?
Alright, guys, see you in a second. Alright, so let me quickly preface this. So, me and Mag have known each other for a number of years. In fact, they don't even know how we met. Do you want to briefly explain that?
No.
Okay. So
it wasn't that special. No, dude, I got you. Right, it was first year of uni. Yeah, we go to the same uni, and I was moving my stuff in, carrying a few boxes over because I lived across the road from the accommodation, so I was just carrying my shit across, and I bump into this chump on the way to my to the dorm, and he's like, "Oh, are you living in flat 4 or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Oh, I'm Joe," or something. I don't know how the meeting went. He's like, "Yeah, I'll help you carry your boxes." And him and this other lovely fellow helped me carry boxes across, and he ended up being a roommate. No, it was.
Was it Tom or Brad? I can't remember. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anyway, he lives across the hall in the same room, and we just within like 5 minutes of talking to him, I figured out he was like masters in Overwatch, and that blew my mind at the time. Like, oh my god. This guy is a living legend. Masters in Overwatch. I was gold at the time, so it was pretty damn. Oh, dude, calm down. It's not that impressive, all right? Not anymore. Although you did get masters at like the peak gameplay time, didn't you? Like,
yeah,
peak of it.
Then I kind of quit.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about what comes after. Yeah, we both played a lot too much video game, and drink too much coffee.
We haven't been for coffee in a while, actually.
No, we should go for a lovely. In fact, Mackey's breakfast at 5 a.m. We should pop over today.
Today?
I do plan on, or is it tomorrow? No, today 5 a.m. dude. Let's make the trip. You down?
Viewers, it is currently 20 past 12. Am I down?
So in my body clock, roughly midday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's like 8 or 9 for me right now.
Well, I'll go on my own then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how we met, I guess, and we've kind of just stuck around each other since, for better or for worse.
Yeah, I mean we've even been on holiday together.
We've been to a few places. 2 places, in fact.
That is
London and Finland. You're a perfectly reasonable choice of location. But you know, I'm not sure we need to get into that. That's a long story. I'm not sure we have time.
Oh, you think? Maybe on a follow up, dude. The Patreon cut.
No, you know what?
We'll cover it in the
Patreon. Tell you what though, I'd rather talk about fucking Shadowlands, dude. Have you been keeping up with the news? Like recent developments and such? Because I haven't watched an Asman video about it in a good month or so, good few weeks.
I just jump in. Okay, so Shadowlands is the next World of Warcraft expansion. Me and Mag play a lot of MMOs. Mag's been playing a lot of Final Fantasy recently. Big fan of MMOs. So we're gonna talk about basically like WoW stuff and most stuff. So shoot, how did you first get into MMOs, dude? What happened? What's the story?
Oh, my first MMO. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, I mean, it's pretty RuneScape, old school RuneScape, of course. As a kid, I think. Or I don't know, does Club Penguin count as an MMO?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, not an MMORPG, but so it would have been Club Penguin. I fucking lived by that as a kid. The worst time in my entire life, like the deepest pit of despair I've ever been in, is when my friend was over at my house. And you know Luke, right? You've met Luke, right? He was over at my house, and
yeah.
he had this great idea, and he said, "Oh, dude, you should say this," and he typed something into my chat box. I look at it, and it says, "Everyone have sex with each other." And I'm like, dude, I can't say that. He's like, do it, do it, do it. So I fucking send a message. Within a half a second, I get instantly fucking banned for 72 hours for use of inappropriate language. That completely ruined me. And that was like an hour after I had just completed this really fucking hard quiz you have to do to get the guide hat. I don't know if you played it. You probably did, right? You know the guide hat you can get. You have to do the quiz, and that shit. I was like trying to do that for like a whole week. I finally got it, and then I get banned for 72 hours. I felt horrible, man. Completely horrible. But I love that Club Penguin. I played so much of that. Then old school RuneScape I played. I didn't play it. I was really young and I didn't really know what I was doing. So in terms of how much of the game I actually played as a kid, it would be a solid 0.5%, if that. Like I just like I'd spawn in Lumbridge. I'd like kill a few rats. I'd ask my brother to make me a full set of iron armor, smith me a full set of armor. I'd like walk up. I'd have to like ask my brother every time, oh, how do I get to the Grand Exchange? He'd take me through the route, go to Grand Exchange, and then I'd farm hill giants with using the brass key in the cellar below Varrock, on the left side of Varrock. I farmed those out for giant bones, big bones, and limpwort roots, which used to cost a lot of money. Sell those, and eventually I managed to save up for a rune scimitar. That's about the height of my career. But the first proper yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Don't worry about it. The first proper MMO I played, where I actually had a semi inkling of what I was doing, would probably actually be Guild Wars 2. Me and a few friends. We were in a Virgin in the mall, dude, just looking for games to play, and we see this game, Guild Wars 2. We have a look at the back, and it's like, holy shit, this looks like so much fucking fun. This looks incredible, and we all got a copy, like hard copy, dude. I actually bought a box.
Wow, what year is this?
Saying, yeah, exactly, dude. This is like on release of Guild Wars 2. I took it home and I played a bunch of it. I didn't get very far in that at the time, but I've played Guild Wars 2 on and off since, and like within the last year, I like proper hard spammed it and did like end game content and shit on it, and that was really fun. After Guild Wars 2, jeez. I still play old school on and off, and I probably play it now. So I actually know what I'm doing. Problem with old school is though I just can't like not know life it and like min max everything. Like if there's a way that I can get 1% extra DPS on a boss by spending 3 weeks grinding out this achievement diary, I will spend those 3 weeks grinding out the achievement diary, and then I'll start doing the boss for a day, and then I'll get bored of it and stop playing the game. It is a problem. It is a real problem. Yeah, yeah. I think that the biggest grind I've done on MMOs is WoW, though. Classic WoW. I'll play it on and off until I finally decided, you know what? This 30th character of mine, this is the last fucking character I'm making. I'm getting this motherfucker to 60, and I'm not stopping until I do. And I did it. I fucking did it, dude. For 3 weeks straight, I'd get up, I'd play Classic for 18 hours, and then I'd go to bed. And I loved every second of it. God damn, I play like the same 10 songs on repeat every single day. When XTC came online, I'd have him on the second monitor, and I was just chilling the fuck out. Life was good, man. Life is so good when you have an MMO to grind and invest your life into. I also did retail, a bit of endgame retail, and now I'm on Final Fantasy. I've dabbled in like the small ones, like Blade and Soul. I've done a tiny bit. BDO, I've done a tiny bit. But yeah, right. Currently, it's Final Fantasy, and I probably wouldn't like play Final Fantasy like start it now, but I've already invested like 300 hours into the story, and I'm finally on the main expansion, on like the latest expansion, Shadowbringers. So I'm like, I gotta finish it. That's what I was thinking, but like as I've been playing the last couple of weeks, I've actually been like, huh, I can farm out this boss 20 times to get this mount or get this minion. You know what? Completionist achievement. Yep, I've got to fucking do it. So now I actually play it to like, I'm not just focused on hard grinding the story like I used to be. I'm actually, branching out and enjoying the game. It's good fun. It's good fun.
That's great. I mean, but like completionists in general, like you haven't really been into mount farming before, have you?
I really wanted to be, but WoW was just so like daunting on how much content there was. And the problem with retail WoW was I character boosted in BFA, so I missed the whole leveling. I didn't know a single bit of the map at all. I had no idea how to get around the world. Like I swear I asked you like 10 times, oh, how do I get to fucking Stormwind or something? It's like, dude, there's a portal chamber. I'm like, what? What's the portal chamber? Like, oh my god, I was so bad. Classic really helped actually. Like doing all the leveling zones in
You have to
Classic.
walk everywhere for most of the game. Like Jesus Christ.
True. You got flight points, and then I actually I saved up enough on my warrior to get like my first mount on like 55 level, not 55, 35. I think it's
I don't know
30
what
where
it
you can
is.
first get your mount,
I only got to 29 in
or
classic,
40.
so
Anyway, or maybe it's 40. Anyway, I got like a mount like a few levels after you can first get them, so I was doing pretty good. But no, Classic really helped because then I actually got to experience the game and figure out how to get places. And actually, yeah, I actually learned the world, and that made getting around places much easier.
here's one
And
question I
it
want to
made
ask.
retail more fun actually. Oh
I want
yeah,
to ask one question. Have you ever been to Deep Holm before?
Deep Hold,
Deep Holm?
Deep Hole. I don't recognize the name.
Right, yeah. Thought so. So this
Oh,
I was just
oh,
kind of
okay.
I was just
Make me
kind
feel bad. Why don't you?
no. I was just kind of curious. This is why I stand by. I mean, maybe the new, in fact, because there's a new leveling system coming, Shadowlands. In fact, you won't even see Cataclysm content anymore, so it doesn't matter. But Deep Holm's a Cataclysm area. Um, but my point stands. There's Blizzard should not allow new players to boost. You should have to level 1 to max before being able to use your.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Like especially if you get like I don't know, you just get people that don't know how to play the game and like end game content. It's just annoying.
Yeah, I used to be like that for sure, for sure.
Redeemed. So you're excited for
Well, I
Shadowlands.
hope so.
How do you feel about it?
Well,
How much do you know about it?
the,
Right? Because I've only looked at a bit of news. Covenants look cool.
well,
That's as much as I can say, really.
I was keeping up with all the like latest interviews and news.
Yeah.
Around the time where they first started, like telling people about everything, and like when the beta first dropped. But I haven't kind of kept up with it since. But I've heard that because like on the first when they first started doing interviews, like people had really high expectations, and it was looking great. And I think it's still looking good, but there are a few like problems that are like really big red flags about like it's something to do with time gating certain things, or just like the a reward system they've got in place. I don't remember exactly, but there's like a couple things that look really bad for it. So people are still hyped, but I don't think it's as good as it was looking. And people are worried about balance between covenants.
Yeah, I heard this as
I
well.
think that's still a thing. And they keep talking about no, we can balance them, we'll balance them, it's fine. We want to give players a choice, and we want to give them meaningful choices. But that they're kind of talking like perfect world scenario, which obviously isn't going to happen. Like they're not
It
going to
can't be
balance them
done.
perfectly.
I don't,
It can't be
you
done.
can't
Yeah,
perfectly balance. How many covenants are there? Four, I think. Four covenants.
four covenants. Yeah,
You can't perfectly balance it. Like the hardcore players will always pick whatever's strongest. However,
exactly,
what I think they should
exactly.
do is they should aim to balance around the kind of like casual competitive people to where players that like just raid maybe like normal or heroic feel comfortable or still feel competitive picking any covenant. Whereas if you want to push mythic, for example, then you go with the best one. Because it doesn't matter what you do. Because players that are rating that high will always pick the best. So
yeah, for sure.
It's a bit around people that want to make the choice. Sure, shoot.
A bit off topic, but not exactly. I noticed on League's patch notes now,
League?
they have a system. Yeah, they have a system where they've got like a color like coordination thing, and with their buffs and their nerfs, they indicate with these colors what skill bracket the buffs and nerfs are actually affecting.
I saw it on Instagram actually.
Yeah, I thought that's great. That blew my mind, and I don't know why it seems like such like a not obvious thing, but I think it's really like
here it is.
It's really open of them to like actually address the fact that different skill brackets, you know, play the game in different ways and different things affect different people. I don't know. It seems like an obvious thing when you say it out loud, but I don't think any other.
I've never seen.
It's always exactly. It's always a complaint of the community, like, oh no, this completely kills it in the higher up things, but you never in like the higher up skill brackets, but you never actually see a company actually saying like, I don't know, like saying the same kind of things.
What affects what?
I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's really open minded about Riot, and I think maybe Blizzard should take a leaf out of their book. You know, actually consider what the changes that they're making, like what kind of bracket they're affecting.
I mean, it also shows that they have a good understanding of the game, that they feel confident putting that stuff out. Because I guarantee you now, Blizzard won't feel confident enough to do that. I could rant about Blizzard for like 3 hours. I think I shit on them a little bit in the last episode. Blizzard for me is like the parent that let you down.
Yeah. Or like the cool uncle that ends up getting thrown in prison and completely ruins his life and gets addicted to heroin and just becomes a beat. Oh yeah. He becomes a businessman and moves away from your small town village in the
Highlands
in the sticks. Bulgaria.
Yes.
Yeah.
They even have highlands.
No, fuck knows. No, I see what you mean. Yeah. But you know what? Diablo 4 is gonna be different. I'll tell you that much. Diablo 4, Blizzard have learned from their mistakes. It's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna love it. We've been waiting for so fucking long, and it's gonna be horrible. Oh, but who cares about Diablo 4? Oh God, that's like. That's reason number 37 why Blizzard employees should just stick to the goddamn script that they're given.
So out of touch. And oh my god.
It was probably poor guy, man. He was thrown in that role. He probably whatever. I don't condone that man for what he said because he probably Immortal. Diablo Immortal, the fucking shit show, the PR shit show that was their announcement.
Was this last BlizzCon or the one before?
The one before. Because last BlizzCon was Diablo 4, and actual good announcements. Well, actually, I only remember Diablo 4 to be honest. But I tell you what, who the fuck needs Diablo 4 when you've got Lost Ark Online coming out in the West? Oh my god!
Is this the Korean one that you were talking about?
That's the Korean one, yeah. That you watched the video on your stream on.
You want to explain it to,
I'm so hyped. It's this it's an ARPG MMO that it's made in Korea, and so far it's only got a Russian and Korean release. But it looks like a really good mix of MMO and ARPG. Like the kind of shit that like it's got like dungeons and raids, and it's got world events and like main cities and classes and abilities. and the graphics look fucking slick. The combat looks slick, and it looks great. And I'm 100% that they've I'm pretty sure they've announced that it's having a Western release. We don't know when. I think it's like 2021 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not for a while. But holy fuck, when that's coming out, I'm grinding the shit out of that. I'm completely like, I don't care, man. I don't want, if I have to spend $100 on like a premium early access package, dude. I don't care. It's the same with Diablo 4, man. The biggest fucking edition they got with the, I'm buying it, man. If it comes like some big fuck off statue of some demon getting his head chopped off, dude, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. I'll splurge half my bank for that.
So Lost Ark is basically a Diablo MMO.
Well, it doesn't have the same like dark demon vibe. It's like a lot more
I mean, same like
it's got
play style, game type.
yeah ARPG, yeah. So like top down isometric, no, just top down action stuff, yeah. And you got like your hotbar abilities, and it looks great, man. It looks great, and I'm really hyped for that. Yeah, that's gonna be the next MMO. I don't know what state I'll be with Final Fantasy at the time, or Shadowlands. No, Shadowlands could be a 2 year fucking grind. It could be a 1 week grind and then bored of endgame content and never touch again.
Here's what it'll be.
We'll see.
Same as everything with Blizzard. This is my prediction. It'll be great for a year, to like a year and 3 months, and the last 9 months they won't give it. Always happens. Always.
Unless it's really shit, and then they have to do like damage control near the end. I don't know. I think that's what they did with BFA, right? Like release shit, and then they did like the N'Zoth stuff, like and the corruption stuff. It wasn't perfect. There were a lot of problems, but it was better. It was better than fucking Azerite gear and traits and shit.
Did you know the longest raid? You might have to double check this, but did you know the longest raid tier that has existed in like?
It was, yeah. I know it. It's
Take it away.
Don't say it. It's Warlords of Draenor. No. Orgrimmar raid? Wait, is it not?
But it is Siege of Orgrimmar, but that was in Mists. It was in Mists of Pandaria.
Oh, really? Oh.
But,
oh, I remember wrong.
I'm pretty
sure
mentioned this. It was either 9 or like 13 months. It can't have been 13 months. I'm pretty sure it was 9 months.
No way. 9 months is still a fuck ton of time.
Tier. But Blizzard, don't do that shit again.
I mean, they haven't. So even in BFA, I think they were pretty good with raids.
Then, like you mentioned Warlords, like Hellfire Citadel lasted for a long time. A long
time. I wasn't even looking at the game during WoD, to be honest.
Warlords. Alright, I'll give you an example. You can understand this even if you didn't play. They promised 2 new capital cities, and they weren't there. They just cut them completely.
Did they tell people before, or?
Yeah, they were like, "We're gonna have 2 new capital cities. They're gonna be insane." Just weren't there, man. cut content. There was gonna be an entire new Ogre Island as well. That was completely cut and just turned into Highmore.
I feel like WoW and Final Fantasy are just going in the completely different direction. WoW is just on a steady decline. Final Fantasy is just on a steady increase.
Do you really think so? Because I don't know much about the game.
What?
If you want to explain briefly Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you heard about the shit show that was initial release of Final Fantasy 14, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
So there's a documentary about it. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't planned to watch it for a while. Yeah, but basically, Square Enix was like, okay, here's this MMO. It's got Final Fantasy on the name, so you guys are gonna like it. Have fun. And people didn't, and it was an absolute shit show. It was horrible. Nobody liked it at all. And they're like, oh shit, what? We actually have to put effort into our games. We can't just slap a title on. Oh fuck. And they got this guy in. I think it was Yoshi P is his name. People are always talking about him, and he's always on like the live streams and stuff. But he basically like they told him they let him basically like have a chance to completely save the game. So then they re-released it as A Realm Reborn, and it was good, or people liked it. I wasn't a huge fan of base game, to be honest. I was kind of just grinding it to get to the later expansions. But like every single expansion since, I think, has just been better and better and better. And the recent one, like Shadowlands, it got like an 85 or a 90 or something on like reviews, like Metacritic or something. It's great, and I love it. Like literally the first like 5 minutes of going into Shadowlands, the latest expansion, I was just like, dang, this shit is like, I can already fucking tell this is gonna be better than the last one.
How much money does it take
yeah,
to get to Shadowlands?
how much money?
Wait, is that
the
that
game's
name
on.
a coincidence, or is it actually called?
Wait, have I said Shadowlands? I meant
I don't know,
Shadowbringers.
or did I hear
Yeah, it's
Shadowlands?
Shadowbringers. I think I said Shadowlands. Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers.
Check the VOD.
I think. Is that the name?
Either way, it doesn't matter.
God.
How much money does it
Yeah.
take to get to that point?
I mean, it's the game's like you just have to buy like the complete edition,
Which is?
and then you get like everything. I think it's like 30 quid or something.
Plus subscription.
And it's on like, yeah, when you first buy it, you get a month subscription.
How much is the sub?
Maybe it's maybe 40 quid actually. The sub is like, if there's two types. You can get a normal subscription, which lets you have like 8 characters on a world. And there's an entry level subscription, which lets you have 1 character per world, and the entry is like £7-8 a month. But the game is on sale like a lot. Like it might still even be on 50% off right now, Shadowbringers, which gets you like the whole game. And they had a deal on where all the collector's edition upgrades were on half off. So you could either buy them individually, like because like each collector's edition had like different
Special
bonuses.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, so you could either buy them like individually for like £7-8 each, or just get the whole set for like all expansions and base game for like £20-25. So the game actually goes on sale quite a fair amount. And the veteran rewards you get from subbing are like really good. Like you get like a free month every couple months, every few months of subbing. Like they're really good. So the money isn't actually that bad. Honestly, I think that the most.
WoW,
yeah, I guess so. But they're a lot more fluent, or they're a lot more giving with deals and like literally like just half off and stuff.
True.
Like they're good. They're good. But yeah, I'll tell you what. The where they get the most of their money from is Fantasia, and Fantasia you can buy. It's basically like a race change, like a complete character creation rechange, right?
Okay.
And people spend fucking fortunes on this, right? I'm telling you, I'm in this guild, right? And every other day, there's just people saying like, "Oh, I just changed race to Lalafell, which is like the lolly race." So it's like a Lalafell cult, man. Everyone's upset. Like, there's like a few people that are obsessed with this lolly race, and they're always like, every time someone joins the guild, like, "Oh, you should swap to Lalafell, swap to Lalafell." It's scary, man. They're fucking obsessed with them. But like people like there's a joke that like Fantasia is the end game of the game. So just like spending a fortune on changing your character appearance, and then like they call it glamour, but glamour in Final Fantasy is transmogs pretty much.
Okay.
So like it's like farming transmogs and appearance. That's the end game of the game, which is pretty cool.
I think I've mentioned this to you before, but one of the coolest things that I think is great about like Final Fantasy is housing, like personal housing and guild housing. I think is incredible. I love it.
You see, it's cool, but there's a limited number of private estates in the server on the servers. So me and my buddies were looking to buy a house, and there are literally no spots left in any of the main cities. We've still got our guild house, which is cool, and the guild house has everything we need. But yeah, there's no space. Yeah, literally not a fucking free spot
so
available.
There's no houses in your city, do you say?
Yeah, although I haven't checked like the latest expansion slots. Maybe those are like instance, but yeah, there's a lot of slots. Like there's like 50 slots times like 10 in each section, and there's like 4 different sections, and then each expansion brings a new one. So there's a lot of spots. I think if you look out for them like every day, you'll probably find one.
I was gonna say, is
but
like
yeah,
people
no.
sell them often, or I suppose you don't know because maybe you haven't looked.
No, I don't know. I know, like, I think you buy them at fixed rates. Like, you buy them from the game, not from people.
Hmm.
But they're expensive. Like, the cheapest one is like 3 million, and after 300 hours, I only have 2 mil, like two and a bit mil.
You have
So like,
300
they're
hours
expensive.
and you're not even max level.
See, yes, yes, indeed.
Jeez.
I have not even finished because the game is like 80% main story, so the main story takes a long time. And actually, like the patch that finished the main story for the latest expansion only came like 2 weeks ago or something, like a week ago. Fucking took 24 hours of maintenance for them to apply it. Which fucking pissed me the fuck off because like
You
I
just gotta
literally could not
travel
play the
from
game for a whole
Japan.
day.
They gotta fly it over.
Oh
Dude.
yeah. Let's fucking walk it over for the amount of time it took. That was horrible. But yeah, like they only just finished the story on the latest expansion, so like the main story takes a long time. It's a long time.
How long do you reckon? Just roughly.
Uh, well, if you I watch cutscenes and stuff, and like some cutscenes last literally 45 minutes to an hour. So with watching cutscenes, I'll probably, if I only did story, I could probably had the whole thing done by like 250, 300 hours. Uh,
Mind blown.
maybe well, probably. Oh, I think there's like stories of people doing it in like a week game time or something, but it takes a long time.
Is there
But
character
I
boosts?
yeah, you can buy to boost to the latest expansion. Not finish the latest expansion, but you can boost it.
Same as WoW.
But
Yeah.
there's like I think there's class boosts and then there's main scenario boosts.
Yeah.
So with the class boost, you boost just one of the like multiple classes, but you don't finish the story. And then I think with the story boost, I don't even know if it levels a class for you up to that point. It probably does, but I'm not sure exactly. So that you may also still need to grind levels to do it. They are actually streamlining the story. Like in the last patch, they like kind of like made all the early base game quests a little easier. Like instead of like farming 10 pumpkins, you only have to pick up 2 kind of thing. They've streamlined quests and like they removed a few useless ones and kind of clumped a few together. So there's still less, but there's still like 600 fucking quests to get to Shadowbringers. It's something ridiculous like that.
That sounds like a great time sink. Yeah. If anyone's looking
Yeah,
for a time
it
sink
has
and they
been.
like MMOs,
It has been. If you like
Final
stories,
Fantasy
yeah.
looks like your destination. Yeah. Yeah.
Final Destination.
Okay.
But it is a different MMO to the rest of them, I'd say. It just feels different, you know.
Because it's based for weebs. What do you mean?
Maybe. I I've heard people call it like a single player MMO, and I kind of get that. Like you're kind of like just doing the story, and then every now and again you're forced to do a dungeon as part of the story where you have to instance with other people. But even then, so like when you like you find yourself at a dungeon that you have to do to progress in the story, and it's like 6 a.m. I've had this happen to me a lot, and nobody's like fucking queuing for this dungeon. You could be sat there for like an hour waiting for this dungeon to pop up, right? So for an hour, you can't like actually do any main story stuff, and you kind of have to fuck around and do other random shit. But so that's what it was. But in the latest one, Shadowbringers, I've noticed, I've just hit my first dungeon today. Actually, they've made it so you can, instead of having to queue and find other people, you can instead do like an easier version with like the NPCs. So you don't even need to like play with other people. So you can literally do this like latest expansion just all on your own, like single player.
But why would they make that a thing?
Well, because it's an actual problem when you're trying to queue for like this thing that it stops you from continuing with the story until you do this instance, and then nobody queues for the instance. Like you may get lucky and have like a group like queue for it like at the same time, and then you get like a 1 minute queue, and you may be unlucky. And I'm talking tank queue, by the way. This is tank queue. It takes an hour. Like imagine the poor old DPS.
That is
how long? Because like a normal like 1 minute queue for a tank would be 20 minutes for a DPS. So if you imagine an hour queue for tank, is these DPS, you know, they're not having a good time. So I think it's good that they did it, but it just means that it becomes even more of a single player MMO. But that's only like story kind of stuff, like end game stuff, and like I've started doing extreme trials, which are like basically like really big boss fights. And there's like normal version, hard version, extreme. Basically, you don't need to give a shit about mechanics, normal, hard. But as soon as you hit extreme, if you're not doing them right, you wipe. And like I've spent a literal hour like learning these fights with these other with like a group of 8 people, and like trying to like fucking tell them how to do it, and then they just don't listen, like
Wait,
donuts
8?
kind of thing. Yeah, eight people. You got 8 people is like a full party.
For a dungeon?
So for dungeon is light party, which is 4.
Okay.
Trials are normally full party, which is 8, and then raids are like a few, like 3 alliances, which is like an alliance is a full party. So like 3 of those, which is like 24 people. Yeah, it's really annoying actually. Final Fantasy uses like a different word for absolutely everything. Like it's not threat, it's like enmity, and like
What?
it's not like raids, it's alliances, and like
Oh my god.
it uses all these different words, which I've been struggling to get used to. And like the
Yeah.
friends that have started playing with me, I've been telling them all the WoW terms, and they're like, "Oh, what's this in the game?" And I'm like, "Oh no, that's that from WoW, but just with a different name." And it's
Man,
confusing.
that would annoy me.
Yeah, it is annoying. But
Mm.
no, I've been having a lot of fun on the game. I've been having a lot of fun. Too much fun, perhaps.
Maybe it's
Perhaps too
time
much fun.
that maybe
That
it's
you
time
hop
that I
on.
yeah. I did consider it.
You get bored. You get bored of the story so quick, I think.
Well, this is the thing. I would have bought a subscription the other day, but I can't get into my account.
Ah,
The last 2 times that I've
that's
tried to
unlucky.
play, I haven't been able to get into my account. So fuck it. I can't be asked. Uh, whatever.
Just make a new one.
True. But no, I
Oh,
already
and
have.
then
I
then
already
I
have
can
the
give you a
game.
referral code.
No,
Help me
but I
get free
already bought
stuff.
the game, dude. I don't want to buy the game again.
The price difference between getting just a sub or buying the base game, which comes with a month sub, is very small. It's like a few quid difference. Just pointing this out. If you do want to
Mm,
start again, you didn't have the expansions before, so you could get the complete edition. They might still be half off. Now's a good
I'd
time, man.
start with base game. I'd start with base. I wouldn't buy the whole thing off the bat because otherwise I wouldn't know if I would like it.
Oh, oh, that's true. That's true. Fairs.
Oh, shit.
Actually, you don't even need like having the expansions doesn't change anything apart from you unlock a couple new races. So you could do that just buy base game and then upgrade later. That's true. That's true.
Okay. I think. Yeah. Okay. We're at about the 1 hour mark. So I
Oh
think
my.
we're gonna go to some closing questions. And then we're gonna cut it.
Oh really? Quick fire. Are we talking or?
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm
Favorite
ready.
game.
I'm ready. Split between Monster Hunter and Dark Souls. And I tell you what, dude, there's a Monster Hunter crossover in Final Fantasy, and you can farm out a gear set and mount and the boss, and it's fucking awesome. Anyway, go on.
Favorite food.
I'm pretty obsessed with chicken sandwiches at the moment.
Sweet or sour.
Sweet.
Salt or pepper.
Oh, but um, both, but salt. If I had to choose one,
You do.
salt.
Come on, this is quick fire, dude. Let's go.
Salt. My bad.
Okay. Okay. All
Salt.
right. Takeaway. Indian or Chinese.
Indian every day of the week.
Um. Fuck, I ran out. Okay. Is there anything you want to ask me? Any
Really,
dying questions that you've thought about?
don't really care much about you, to be honest. Wait, how much am I getting paid for this? I never asked.
Um. Well, if you have a look at the table there, you'll see your payment just on the table.
I see. Oh, these were for me. I didn't even realize. You should have said.
Okay.
No, but thank you very much for having me on the show. I really do appreciate it.
Hold it.
I'm always happy to find an excuse to talk about the games I play.
Excellent. No, thanks for coming on. All right, I will ask one last thing because this has been a recurring thing, so I'll keep it going.
Oh right, sure.
What is your biggest fear?
Oh, I've been asked this on VRChat before. I remember.
Should have a prepared answer then.
Yeah, no, I mean I say death. I remember how it went last time. I said death, and they're like, "Oh, that's boring." Then I thought about it a little more, and it was it's more dying, having been unsatisfied with life. You know, if I can get to the point where I'm happy with what I've done and I'm happy with what I've achieved and I've had a good time, then I'd happily close the eyes and bite the bullet. Be like reaching that point and not being happy and feeling like I needed more time, not having achieved what I wanted to achieve, would yeah, I think that would make it really hard for me to let go. And the problem with that is that the biggest problem with that is I'm not sure what I want to achieve, and I'm not sure where I want my life to go, and I don't have any goals at the moment, so that makes it even more hard and even more scary, you know. And I think that's what I'd say.
I get that. So you'd say so it's dying if you die before you fulfill your potential or what you want to achieve.
Yeah, dissatisfaction, I guess. Yeah, they're just being dissatisfied with the death. I don't know.
Reminds me of
like
have you seen you've seen Endgame, right? Avengers
Endgame. Yeah, yeah.
So after Thanos does the
Cape
click,
shit.
there's the scene after the
Yeah.
credits where he goes and sits down and he's like, I did it. And the thing ends.
I don't remember that. What?
Really? Did you not see that? So the end of the at the end of the first part of Endgame, you see Thanos.
The first part. Yeah. And he's just chilling on the farm then. Yeah. Okay, now I get you.
He kind of like smiles, like, I've done everything.
Oh, I don't even know if I stuck around for those end credits. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm ready to like pass on now. That kind of feeling.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
Feel that. All right. Any final thoughts?
Hit me up on Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
Phoenix Light.
Is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I'm on Phoenix on the Light Data Center. Verfith, VER space FYTH. Hit me up. Main Dark Knight. Coolest fucking class. I don't care if it's edgy. I love it. Add me on that. Add me on Discord. Magdanus #5544. That's Mag D Anus. That's how you spell it. That was a bit of a regretful naming decision, but I stuck with it. So, and sometimes stream on Twitch. GKMMXII stands for Good King Muggle Mug the 12th, which I fought the other day, yesterday again. That was fun. A bit of a throwback. But no, that's it. I think that's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Coopsy Conversations. Mag, thanks again for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Do you want to do a final
it was
thing
a pleasure.
to end it? I'll do the thing. Like Valen got up with the guitar. Bovis just said something. Do anything. The floor is yours. Take it away.
Valen. Oh no, I'm good. Bye.